Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one, millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone. So I have just launched this beautiful doily created by Lusvania Crochet, which most of you knows I love her designs. Very similar to mine. Quite similar to mine, actually. And she has created the oval one, which I'm sure you guys will absolutely love, because I do have quite a bit of South Americans doing sets to sell to help their families survive, feed their children. So I'm going to also create the oval one to have them make the sets. And also remembering for you that are selling these sets, you could also do smaller by using thinner thread, and that makes the placemats, or a little bit thicker thread, and you can have the charger for the plates, which makes it perfect also. Okay, so I'll be using the same colors. I still have quite a bit of pink left over and this dark purple. Same colors as on here, and of course the white. So we're going to get started. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you subscribe if you haven't yet. Help out the channel. Sharing is caring, and give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important in order for us to continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. This specific centerpiece is 52 centimeters in, of course. Okay. And I will explain to you as I go with the oval the sizes that you can create as you go. So these are 4-ply 100% cotton thread, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Remembering that Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker, so your patterns become automatically a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to start to do the chain stitch. That never counts for any stitch, of course. And then I'm going to do 135 chain stitch. Now it's going to be over 1 meter long for sure. For people that want to create smaller, it's multiples of 9. So let's say you go to 45 and you want to go a little bit bigger as you see your measurement. Then you multiply that by 9s. Keep adding 9s until the length you want that center to be. Don't forget we still have to work all the way around it. And I want a nice long one for the centerpiece, so for that reason I'm doing 135, okay? But it has to be multiples of 9. So you can just do whatever size you want. As long as you have multiples of 9, then you're good to go. So basically, for some of you that might not understand, so 9 chain plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 gives you the length that you want. Make sure it's by 9s, okay? So this is the 45 chain. Just going to explain to you. If you want just to start your middle here like that, to that size, you want like a fair medium size, this is good. So after you've done your 45 chain stitch, you will need to add 8 more to continue to start the second round. So 45 plus 8, I'm going to do 135, and at the end I'm still going to add 8 more, and that's how it's going to go. Let's say example, you're doing 72, for example. If that multiplies by 9, then you would add 8 at the end again. Okay everyone, so I've done my 135 chain stitch. That's going to be a nice long one, perfect for a table, perfect for a counter, perfect for a buffet if you have long counters, of course. And not forgetting, you can use Christmas colors into the reds, into the burgundies. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so 135 chain stitch. Like I said, you can do multiples of 9. So if you want to go a little bit smaller, then take out by 9s. Okay, and I'm going to do 8 more chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And no matter what size you're doing multiples of 9, you still have to add those 8 chain stitch at the end. I'm going to come to the 5th chain stitch, and that's not counting the one on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So on my 5th one, I'm doing double crochet. So basically having this little loop here for the corners when we turn corners. And now we're going to do 1 double crochet per stitch all the way to the end. I have some of the other threads, linen mixed here. Okay, so 1 per stitch, very simple. Make sure you grab both loops on this chain. You can see actually the 2 loops here, because if you grab top loop, you won't have a straight line. It's going to curve like a U shape. A lot of you have an issue with that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've done all my double crochets for my 135 chain stitch that I had done, plus the 8 at the end. Now I've already put the marker on the before last double crochet, so that means we leave this one out. And this one I've crocheted until the last chain stitch, and you do the same to whatever size you are working on. And we're going to add 5 more double crochets in here. And as you can see, I've added already my marker on the one before the last one. So we're going to have a total of 6 double crochets with that last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to use a smaller hook to do this side because I don't want to poke big holes. So you would put a marker on this side too. So basically we already have the 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm coming on that first double crochet already from the sides, but you gotta, if you're using your thinner hook, then you have to loosen up so we can have the same size of double crochet. Obviously, because it's thinner, it will become a smaller double crochet. Okay, but I'm using the chain stitch line that we did at the beginning. I'm only grabbing that loop we left behind. Okay, and at the other side we'll do the same thing. So basically we'll do 6 double crochets inside of this last loop, exactly as we did here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm at the other corner. Remember I told you to mark the one before, the last one. So this is going to be part of the corner one. Okay, so I'm going to come on that chain right there on the last one here, and I'm going to do 5 more double crochet. With this one will be 6. Okay, so we have 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm going to close it up right at the corner. Now, of course, it pulls, obviously. You can't make the mistake of forgetting that one behind when you're working around it. Just want to mention also, because this is over a meter, it's good for if it's for a table 6 to 8 seater or more. If you're doing for a small 4 seater, then you should start your chain stitch at 53 chain stitch. Okay. Now, when I say for the 4-seater, 53 chain stitch, that's already included with the 8 extra at the end, okay? So you do a chain 45 plus the 8 gives you the 53, and then everything else follows the same way as this one, okay? So now I'm just going to remove this and bring it up, and actually you should mark your very last one. So we have 2, 4, 6. Especially for beginners. So always marking the before last. So we have the 6 in here. I'm going to come into the next one here. So I've done a single, and we don't want, you can do your 3 chain as you used to. I don't like it that way as much because it shows the line going up. So I stretched a bit my thread, single 1 chain. We're going to do 1 double crochet per stitch. Now, obviously you can mark your last one here. Obviously I'm not going to mark on this side because we have to come to it and close in, so we know that's the last one. Okay, but always in the same direction as the one we have, right? So 1 double crochet per stitch until the end, and then I'll meet you at the corner because obviously we have to do the increases at the corner for the oval. So I'll meet you at the end, okay? Okay, everyone, so I'm reaching the corner. We have our marker. I'm just gonna take it down to my last double crochet from the side. Put my marker on here. I'm just gonna put it sideways like that. just so I don't have to keep taking it down, because obviously we'll see it as the rows go up. Okay, so now we're reaching the 6 double crochets in the corner. So we're doing the increase, 2 double crochets on each stitch. Now if you're working with a smaller pattern, it's the same thing. The only thing that changed was the count on the chain stitch at the beginning. Everything else stays the same. I'm sure Miss Lydia will be creating this, and probably she will be doing with the 45 chain stitch. Probably doesn't want to do it as long as I'm doing. Okay, so you're supposed to have the increase now with 12 double crochets on that 6 double crochet on the corner. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then, of course, 1 per stitch on this side. So remembering what you're doing in one side, you must do it on the other. And at the other corner will be the same things, the 12 double crochets. So I'm just going to put it sideways here. And then 1 per stitch all the way to the end. Okay, so this would be row 2, because we already did row 1. Okay, and it's not hard to figure out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so closing in my second row. Don't forget we have that very last one that pulls. You can't forget that behind. Going in that stitch that I've done with slip stitch. Okay, so going to put my marker on here, just so you guys know that this is part of the side where we've closed. Coming into the next one, single 1 chain and 1 per stitch. Now when we come back, we have to do that 1 double crochet here, because we went over 1. Okay, so that's important to remember, so you don't fall behind on your counting. So I'll meet you at the corner, 1 double crochet per stitch. Okay, everyone, so entering my corner, on my first double crochet, 1 double crochet. On my second, always on the second one, increase 2 in the same stitch. On the first one, 1. On the second, increase 1. Second, increase 2 in the same stitch. And we'll be doing the same thing on the other side. So on this second increase, increase 1, 2. One, 2. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 double crochets in the corner, and then 1 per stitch. On the other corner, you do exactly the same thing. Increase on double crochet on the first one, increase on the second, always on the second one, increase. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've given myself a head start because it's always a repeat. So I had closed in with a slip stitch and then dragged it to the next one with a single 1 chain. and it's always one double crochet. Now we have 1, 2, 3, and I'm on my 4th row. I'm going to do 2 more rows until 6th row. This is just going to be a repeat. We're only going to do the increase on the 2nd double crochet. That's 6 times. Okay, so here is my marker on this one here, 1 double crochet, and on the first of the group, the 2 double crochets together, 1 double crochet. Always the increase on the 2nd one. So the next row will be the same thing, double crochet over double crochet, and the 6th row also the same thing, and the increase always on the 2nd double crochet. There's no point of keep repeating, recording the same thing. 2 more rows I'm going to do until we have a total of 6 rows, and doing your increase on the 2nd double crochet from the increase. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my 6th row. Okay everyone, so I've done my 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait a minute, not see properly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to advance my head to the front. So on my 6th row I have the 2 together and 1, 2, 3, 4 alone on each stitch, per stitch, and then the increase. So 6 increase on this side, 6 increase on the other side. This row 7 will be only singles, no increases. So coming into the next one with single, 1 per stitch all the way around. So no increase. Single crochet all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've completed row 7, going into row 8. So coming into the next one, single, 1 chain. So it's like doing half double crochet. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and come into the 3rd and close it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Where we've closed together, I'm going to do double crochet. So I have my first stack. It's mine to tell you that she doesn't have this on the pattern, but I want it exactly as the round one. So I'm going to turn twice on my hook. So I have 3 loops on my hook. 1, 2, I'm coming in the 3rd one. Oh, sorry. What was I thinking? Turn twice on your hook. Come back into the same one with half double crochet. Skip 1, 2, into the 3rd one. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. 2, 3 chain. Coming in where I've closed them. So we're doing X's on here. Coming back in the same one, so roll twice on your hook, half double crochet, skip 1, 2, into the 3rd one, take out 2, so where we close here, that's where we'll be doing the double crochet, and double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, into the same one, half double crochet, skip 1, 2, into the 3rd one, chain 2, 3 I should say, and then again. Into the same stitch, skip 1, 2, into the 3rd one, 2, 3, chain, and close in. Okay, so we're going to be doing this the same way all the way around, but I'll see if it doesn't pull too much on the oval. Okay, if it does not pull too much on the oval, we're going to continue by skipping 2. If I notice that it's pulling too much, I'll come back to you. We're probably only going to skip 1. That's if it pulls only. If not, then I'll complete mine all the way around. Okay, everyone, so I've done all the X's. I didn't have to make any arrangement. I continued to skip 2 and went into the 3rd, so it's perfect. This row we're going to do only singles. So we have 3 chains. We'll be doing 3 singles and 1 on the double crochet here. So basically almost between the X's. That's all we're going to do. 3 singles and 1 in between. Sorry about the noise, people. My house is under construction. 2 and 3, and again on the middle. Okay, all the way around the same way. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so I finished on my singles, closed in with slip stitch, coming back in that same one, doing a single, 2 chain, my first double crochet. So we have 3 singles inside of the 3 chain that we did, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do 3 double crochets, skipping this one here. So 3 double crochets inside of the single, inside of the loops here. Now I'll meet you before the corner because we might have to add on the oval. Okay. Okay, you guys, I've done about 44, I've done 44 groups of 3. This lines up more or less where we have that double crochet before the curve, okay? So we need to do 1. Here we skipped 1 stitch. We did the 3, we skipped that 1 that's in between the X's. Here we're not skipping anything until the other edge also. So 1 per stitch plus those 3. That means you're doing that double crochet on top of that single. Here we skipped 1 stitch. Okay, so continuing, and I'll let you know how many I have done. Okay, everyone, so counting from the one that I did on the single, which is from here, that very first one that I've done on top of that single between that we've been skipping on here. So I have 44 because it stops exactly on my line going up. Okay, so this is the direction, and I've done 44 double crochets. So now I'm going to continue to skip. So I'm going to skip that one and do my 3 double crochets as we've been doing. So skip a stitch, which is the one that's between the X's, and again, because if I was to do exactly like the round pattern, which I didn't skip here, it's too crowded. It's going to start waving like an ocean, and so I did it and had to take it down. It was not good at all. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. By the way, the next row is just single crochets, 1 per stitch all the way around. Single crochets, that's all there is to it. Okay, everyone, so close in with slip stitch, going into the next one, single. So this row is just single, 1 per stitch all the way around, the same way, nothing to it. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. I'm cutting my thread after this and coming in with my pink to start the motifs. Single crochet all the way around, 1 per stitch. Okay, everyone, on to the next one. So you can start anywhere. I'm going to start here. And we're going to be doing 4 double crochets in the same stitch. So I have 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and coming into the third again with 4 double crochets. Now, if we need to make an adjustment in the end, that's fine. Because like I said, she doesn't have all of these on the runners she did. So obviously I'm creating my own thing here to have it exactly the same as the round centerpiece. So it could probably be exactly on the right stitch, or might have to make an adjustment. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. On the third one, again, 4 double crochets. So we're going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I finished my round. I have 122 groups of 4. Now, I'm going to come back inside of this space here and do a single and 1 chain. Coming back in, I'm going to do the poof, pulling out 3 times. So this is my second and my third time. Going into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. We must close them all out together and slip stitch to secure it. 1 chain. Coming back in, that same, and doing half double crochet, 1 chain. Coming back in again, 1, 2, and 3. Into the next one, 1, 2, and 3. Closing it all together. I know sometimes it's difficult. You gotta take your time with it. And then slip stitch to secure, and 1 chain. Half double crochet on the same stitch and 1 chain. So you have to remember that you have a half double crochet on each one of them, okay, and 1 chain space. We'll need that for afterwards for the next row. 1, 2, and 3. Into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Close it all together. Slip stitch and 1 chain. Okay, half double crochet, and don't tighten it too much. You gotta leave more or less the same height. 1 chain, come back in, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then after this, I'm cutting my thread and coming in with a lighter purple. And we'll be repeating the groups of 4 on the next round. But here on this, where we closed with the securing the poof with the slip stitch, we'll create the 4 double crochets inside of each little space that we're closing with slip stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished the pink. I'm going to come in now with the lighter purple, and I'm going to work exactly where I told you, inside of those slip stitch that closed all the poof together. I'm going to do 4 double crochets in the same stitch. So basically it's aligned with the bottom one. Trying to hide this thread here a little bit. Less work at the end. So I have 3, and 4. Coming directly into the next one, and do your 4 double crochets again. So basically we're repeating what we did here inside of that one chain stitch, or that slip stitch I should say, that we close the poofs together. So that's all you have to do, all the way around, 4 double crochet. Into the next one, so you know you're aligned with the bottom one. And basically this is going to be a repeat also with the purple when I come in with the purple, so there's no point of keep recording the same thing. So the next row will be the poof. We have to do exactly the same thing as we did with the same purple. So basically doing that half double crochet, that one chain, exactly how we did here. We'll do it here. And when I come in with the purple, the same thing. Now, if it starts to tighten up too much, instead of doing that one chain we did, we can do 2 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, pretty much finished my row. And again, we're going to repeat what we did. So I close in with slip stitch, coming inside of this one, doing single 1 chain. So that would be my half double crochet, 1 chain for that space, and take out 3 times your poof. So it's basically the same thing as we did to the bottom one. Now when you're going to use the next color, you're going to repeat exactly the same thing. So you're going to close in with slip stitch and 1 chain, half double crochet, 1 chain, and again 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and close it all in, slip stitch, 1 chain, then your half double crochet, 1 chain, and start your poof again. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end, not at the end, at the end of my next rows with the purple, which will be a repeat. Then I'll be doing the 4 double crochets inside of that slip stitch chain. Okay, everyone, so I'm on to the purple one now. So far here on the sides, or probably even here on the edge, I won't need to do any chain stitch, but if your tension's very tight, you can do 1 chain stitch. And especially when you're doing the poof stitch, instead of doing 1 chain as we've been doing, we do 2 chain and then half double crochet, 2 chain on the edges at least. I'm sure here you won't need to, but probably starting from the edge so it does not pull too much and curve too much, you will probably need to do where the line starts here and do 2 chain until the other line. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I'm about on the line that we have here, and I'm going to start doing 2 chain all the way to the line on this side. Okay, so I'm just going by eye so it does not pull. So basically it's like doing 3 chain because you do the slip stitch and 2 more chain. Do your half double crochet, 2 chain this time, and you have to do it to both sides. So your slip stitch and 2 chain, and then your half again, 2 chain into the same stitch, your poof. So it's like doing 3 chain, okay, all the way more or less to the line or to that double crochet that we have from the side. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. I'm cutting my thread after this and coming in with the white. Hey everyone, so I pretty much finished my row coming in with the white, and you can start anywhere. I'm going to start more or less where we have that stitch going up. So we have that 1 or 2 chain space with that half double crochet in the center. I'm going to do 2 double crochets on this side, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets on this side also, like that. So this is the half double crochet going into the next stitch or next space where we have that 1, 2 chain. So we're only working where we have the 1, 2 chain and that half double crochet in the center. Okay, doing 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 into the next one, 1, 2. Only when I get to the round where we have that double crochet, and then I might have to do 3 so it does not pull, but I'll meet you there and make sure that we are okay, because I'm sure we'll have to do 3 double crochets on there. With the round pattern I did 3, but I found that it was too much stitching in there, too crumpled up. So trying with 2 now should be way much better. You learn things as you go. So I already can tell that it's much better this way. So I'll meet you here where I have that more or less approximately that 1 double crochet going up without being on the oval. Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay everyone, so I've done my row and I've done groups of 3 36 times. Now that's on mine, of course, more or less on that line. 36, 3 double crochets, and on the other side also. I'm going to go into the next one, single. So this row is going to be only singles all the way around. So nothing to it, just single crochet. Then I'll come back to you at the end. Okay. Okay everyone, finished my row. So I'm going to close in with the slip stitch. Then coming into the next one with a single and 2 chain. Coming into the next one, another double crochet, 2 chain space. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, coming in the 4th with double crochet and 5 chain into the same stitch, creating a V, 2 chain, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, creating those 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, double crochet. So creating my other V, chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, double crochet, and double crochet. And this is how we're going to repeat all the way around. So if we need to make an adjustment in the end, we will, because obviously I changed quite a bit of the stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished my row, and the only thing that I did here at the end, instead of skipping 4, it goes into the 5th, which is okay by 1. Even if it was 2, it was, wouldn't be a problem. So that's not too bad considering the adjustments were done as I went. So coming in that second after slip stitch double crochet, we're doing a single and 1 chain. Coming inside of that V with 10 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 chain coming in that second double crochet with single. That's all you have to do. 1 chain back into that V with 10 double crochets. Now, if your tension is too loose, you don't even have to do a chain. You can go directly. So you're just repeating the 10 double crochets exactly how we just finished doing. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 chain into that second double crochet with a single, 1 chain, and again your 10 double crochets. That's all there is to it, all the way around the same way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, just to let you know, for the people that are doing that 1 chain, when I get to where I started the groups of 3 double crochet, okay, I didn't do 1 chain, I went directly because they're closer. Okay, there's much more stitching there. There's quite a bit more of double crochets than here. Here you can't have it crumple or stretching the thread. For that reason you do 1 chain. But here we have more of those V's on the corner. So I'm not doing 1 chain. I'm going in directly right after my first group. Okay, until the last one here. So I'll be doing no 1 chain until the last group, and then I continue with 1 chain space on the sides, like this one here. Okay, that's, for the people that are doing the 1 chain, because there's a lot of you that are probably not doing due to the fact of having a loose stitch, just to let you know. Before I forget, because sometimes I probably would have remembered only at the end and probably would have succeeded all the way through, and then or done all the way through, and then at the end you would say that it's too wavy. So we don't want to wave up the pattern. For that reason, I'm not doing the corners or the oval part. I'm not doing the 1 chain space. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm just going directly. This way it's going to stay nice and flat and not, it's going to look nice and flat like everywhere else and not wavy, because there's more V's here. And then once I get to this side, then I'll start my 1 chain like I did on this side. Okay, and that's for both ovals on each end. All right. Okay, everyone, so finished my row, went into that first single we did with slip stitch. I'm going to do the walk in the center here to that second double crochet. And I'm going to come from behind. And the first one is always the hardest to do. especially pulling on the threads. And I'm doing a back post double crochet. I can get my thread through it. Okay, so back post double crochet, one chain into the next one, back post double crochet, one chain. Now the next two is triple, triple, one chain, and into the next one with triple, two chain this time because it's the center. So we're not working the first and we're not working the last one. Into the next one, and we're repeating the same thing now. Two triples, one chain, and the two last ones, two double crochet, one chain space between them. Oops, double crochet. Exactly how we started. And one double crochet. So we're not working the last double crochet. Okay. Now, if you can go directly, that's fine. If not, you can do one chain. I'm going to see if I can go directly. So on the second double crochet, one chain, and my second double crochet, one chain, going to do my first triple, and my second triple, two chain, and repeat the same thing, two triples, one chain, my second triple, one chain, and my two double back post crochet. Okay, and this is how I'm going to do mine. If you feel that your tension is too tight and you need to do one chain, go ahead. I'm not going to. I think it's just fine. And then into the second double crochet, one chain space. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, I finished my row going into the last one with picots. So we'll have 3 picots on one side of 3 chain. The one where we have the 2 chain will be 6 chain and then 3 picots on this side. So I'm coming in that first space, single, 3 chain, but I'm coming behind that single, okay, going into the next one, 1, 2, 3 chain, coming behind that single, into the next one, 3 chain, coming behind that single, into the 2 chain space in the center, which is the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming behind that single, and back into the same 2 chain space with a single, 1, 2, 3 chain, behind that single, and into the next one, 1, 2, 3 chain, into the next one, 1, 2, 3 chain, and into the last one with single. Then go directly single and start again your picots with 3 chain behind that single. So 3 picots in the center, 6 chain, and coming back in again with single 3 chain picot. Okay, single. I will leave the measurements below. I thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed yet, I ask you to please do so. It's free, you know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 behind that single. Thank you so much, Lisvania, for this beautiful creation, even though I've changed quite a bit of stuff on it. but the design itself is gorgeous. I love her so much. She's so amazing. And single. God bless all of you. And single on the last one. So pretty much that's what it looks like. Okay. I will block it once I have finished blocking. I will take the measurements because, you know, when you block, the measurements are bigger. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Bye, everybody.